Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Natasha and this is Beyond the Cookbook. Today I bring you a simple, tasty dish. It's Mediterranean chicken with orzo. There's a lot of tasty flavors in here, a lot of vegetables, tomatoes, spinach and mushrooms. And of course there's chicken and orzo. So it's very simple, it's delicious, and you can substitute whatever you want. You don't have to use just the flavors that I used. So, if you're ready, why don't you come along with me and we'll do it together. The ingredients you're going to need today are simple. You might have some of this at home, but I'll give you a list and then you can see what you need. So obviously we're going to make Mediterranean chicken, so obviously we need chicken. So I have 4 chicken breasts here and I cut them in half. Simple to do that. You just place your hand on top and the knife and then just go straight. I have onions, garlic, orzo. There's about, if you don't like orzo, you can use rice, but I think orzo works best here. There's about 1/3 of a cup here. There's some herb and garlic cream cheese. There's pesto, olives. We have dried parsley and Italian seasoning, white wine, chicken stock, tomatoes, mushrooms, spinach, and of course salt and pepper and olive oil. So let's go to the stove and get going. So the stove is on. I'm just going to put some olive oil in the pan just to warm up. We're going to put salt and pepper on the chicken all over the place. We're gonna add some black pepper as well. And then we're gonna brown the chicken. Okay. You just need to give the chicken a good sear, so you don't have to cook it through. We're just browning it a little bit. Alright, so that's the last piece of chicken. And we are going to add our onions. Saute them for a little bit. So this is a half a medium onion. A small onion would be enough. Pick up all the bits that are on the bottom of the pan. We're going to add wine to this, so it's going to help scrape that up. I also want to add the garlic and the tomatoes because I want the tomatoes to burst. Okay. And it smells so nice in here already. Okay, we'll just let that go for a little bit. Then we're going to add the mushrooms. We're going to add our mushrooms. Let's go. At this point I want to add a little bit of salt, just because I want to draw out the liquid or the waters from the tomatoes and the mushrooms. It'll help clean up the bottom of the pan. We are going to add wine to this and that'll help as well. What a nice mixture. Here's our wine. So we just need the alcohol to evaporate. So we're just going to let this simmer for a little bit. We're going to add our herbs. We have a teaspoon of parsley, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Stir that up a bit. Combine that all. It looks so nice. I think this with some bread would be just fantastic. Okay, we're going to add our pesto. I don't know if I talked about it, but we're going to add pesto in here. It's about a tablespoon of pesto. It's going to give it such a nice flavor. That's where most of the flavor is going to come from. And pesto is basil, olive oil, and pine nuts crushed up together. So this pesto has already thickened up this sauce. It has also made it very creamy. We're going to make it creamier once we add the cream cheese, but we're going to add our chicken stock. So there's a cup of chicken stock here. Put it all in. The idea is that we have enough liquid to cook the orzo, and if we need to add more chicken stock, we can. Okay. Okay, we have a little bit of a boil, so I'm going to add the cream cheese. And we're going to stir it around because that's how we're going it to be, how it's going to get creamy. We're not adding cream to this. This is how we're going to do it. And it's herb and garlic cream cheese. You can use plain. Herb and garlic is what I had. And look at how creamy it's already getting. It's changing color already. It's not lovely. We're going to add the chicken back in. The last thing we're going to add is the spinach and the orzo. So I'm gonna add half a cup of chicken broth, just because there's a lot of chicken here. And we want to cook our orzo. Okay, we're gonna add our chicken. And we're gonna add all of the juices that come from this chicken. Trying to nestle it in as far as you can go into the liquid. Now, if you notice, we didn't add a whole lot of salt and pepper to this. We added it to the chicken, and we added it at this time that we put in the mushrooms and the tomatoes. Just put all that in there. If it needs more salt and pepper, obviously taste it and add it. So let's let this come to a simmer, and then we're going to nestle in our orzo in the little crevices in here. So I'm going to taste this for seasoning. It smells great. No, it's good. It's perfect. I'm just moving the chicken around to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom, and it isn't. It's good. So there is a little bit of a boil, so I'm going to add the orzo. So what I do is I just kind of sprinkle it around. There's about a third of a cup in here. That's going to help make this sauce even creamier. And then try and cover it all with sauce. Okay, we're going to add spinach. And spinach just really needs to you need to let it wilt. You can chop it if you want, but I like this. It's baby spinach. It's about a cup's worth. Nestle it in. And then we're going to check for doneness of the orzo, and then we're going to let it rest for a few minutes. Because as it rests, the orzo will absorb more of that sauce. So if the orzo gets stuck to the pan, just scrape it.
Okay.
I'm going to turn it off because it's done. It just needs to sit for a few minutes to rest. Okay. Here's our Mediterranean chicken with orzo. It smells so good in here. Last thing we need to do is add the olives. These have pits in them. If you want olives without pits, go right ahead. Adds a nice little briny flavor to them. And if you want, you can also add grated Parmesan cheese. Look at this dish. This is so good. This is fantastic. So there you go. Look at that. We're going to taste it. And I'm sure it's going to taste as good as it smells. Look at all the orzo on this. Look at that. There's tomatoes, mushrooms, a little bit of spinach. This is going to be fantastic. I'm going to add a little bit more cheese because it's Parmesan. Doesn't hurt. A little bit more sauce. Look at how good that looks. What a great summer dinner. So let's taste. Chicken is cooked nicely. Let's grab a little bit of everything. So good. So good. Give this a try. Your family's gonna love it. I encourage you to use fresh produce. If you don't like the vegetables that I chose, use your own. Use zucchini. Try squash. Whatever you like. Whatever is in season. But I guarantee you guys are gonna love this. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share, and hit the notification bell so that you know when there's a new video coming. So thanks again for watching us, and see you next time.